Hello, my name is John. Today we'll be reading When Excess is a Virtue by Paul Johnson. This story appears in the April 19th, 2016 issue of Forbes. I'd like the School the White Crane viewers to hear this video because it is a very exceptional and prescient look into the future. The mental infection known as political correctness is one of the most dangerous intellectual afflictions ever to attack mankind. The fact that we began by laughing at it, and to some extent still do, doesn't diminish its venom one bit. PC has enormous appeal to the semi-educated, one reason that it struck roots among overseas students at minor colleges. But it also appeals to pseudo-intellectuals everywhere, since it evokes a strong streak of cowardice notable among those wielding academic authority nowadays. Any empty-headed student with a powerful voice can claim someone, never specified, will be hurt by a hitherto harmless term, object, or activity, and be reasonably assured that the dons and professors in charge will show a white feather and do as the student demands. There isn't a university campus on either side of the Atlantic that's not in danger of censorship. The brutal young don't even need to impose it themselves. Their trembling elders will do it for them. The insidious thing about PC is that it wasn't, and isn't, the creation of anyone in particular. It's usually the anonymous work of such Kafkaesque figures as civil servants, municipal librarians, post office sorters, and employees at similar levels. It penetrates the interstices of society, especially those where the hierarchies of privilege and property are growing. To a great extent, PC is a revenge of the resentful underdog. Nowhere has PC been more triumphant than in the U.S. This is remarkable, because America has traditionally been the home of vigorous, outspoken, raw, and raucous speech. From the early 17th century, when the clerical discipline the Pilgrim Fathers sought to impose broke down, and those who had things to say struck out westward or southward for the freedom to say them, America has been a land of unrestricted comment on anything, until recently. Now the U.S. has been inundated with PC inquisitors, and PC poison is spreading worldwide in the Anglo zone. For these reasons, it's good news that Donald Trump is doing so well in the American political primaries. He is vulgar, abusive, nasty, rude, boorish, and outrageous. He is also saying what he thinks and, more important, teaching Americans how to think for themselves again. No one could be a bigger contrast to the spineless, pusillanimous, and under-deserving Barack Obama, who has never done a thing for himself and is entirely a creation of reverse discrimination. The fact he was elected president not once but twice shows how deep-set the rod is and how far along the road to national impotence the country has traveled. Under Obama, the U.S., by far the richest and most productive nation on earth, has been outsmarted, outmaneuvered, and made to appear a second-class power by Vladimir Putin's Russia. America has presented itself as a victim of political and economic Alzheimer's disease, a case of national debility and geopolitical collapse. Time for a scare. None of the Republican candidates trailing Trump has the character to reverse this deplorable declension. The Democratic nomination seems likely to go to the relic of the Clinton era, herself a patiently assembled model of political correctness, who is carefully instructing America's most powerful pressure groups in what they want to hear, and whose strongest card is the simplistic notion that the U.S. has never had a woman president and ought to have one now, merit being a secondary consideration. The world is disorderly and needs its leading nation to take charge and scare it back into decency. Donald Trump fits the bill. Other formidable figures, including Dwight Eisenhower and Ronald Reagan, have performed a similar service in the past, but each president is unique and cast in his own mold. Trump is a man of excess, and today a man of excess is what is needed. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. I'm John. You can contact me by commentary on YouTube or also through my Gmail listed here. God bless you very much, and may, if you find yourself inspired by this video, may you share it on social media and among your friends and family.